May well hold the key as he admires his own good looks on the big scoreboard here. We're ready to go. Goldstein, Paddy Ryder.
Porter put Robbie Gray to full forward and cleared the 50 out BT. That's a good move.
And who's his opponent, Richo?
Spud Ferrito.
Okay, try and turn him inside out. He gets an opportunity, but not before North and Higgins go forward. Up went Petrie, did well to reel it back in there. Trengove was there. Nahas got him too high. A little careless, and he was frustrated with himself. He plays on immediately and lessens the angle magnificently to the left-footed Wood. He is a sensational kick, as we've said tonight. He's a left-footed ass.
Yeah, they really rate his ability with the left foot, Mason Wood. This distance won't be an issue here. I like his chances.
So when he comes right behind it, and that looks very, very impressive.
Yeah, what a great kick. He's been pretty good tonight. Mason Wood, 16 disposals. And what a great start to the last quarter. The centre clearances are becoming pretty crucial as this game wears on. Port have been on top for most of the night, but North starting to come back in that way just a little bit.
You remember the corresponding game last year, the Kangaroos in round 3 here at Adelaide Stadium. They won by 7 points and went down to the wire. Well, we've had the power lead at every break. We're back within 2 points now. And get the feeling we are set for an almighty finish to this one. Ryder brilliantly done to Boak. They get a long driving centre clearance in the goal square. Robbie Gray, the big body of Ferrito. Clever enough, back to Boak. He followed up his work nicely. Handle out to Ebert. Game number 150. Wobbling high, helicopter-style ball. Hard to mark. Kangaroos defenders get in each other's way. Ben Jacobs slides in. And probably not a bad result in the end for the North defence.
You can just tell it's absolutely full-on desperation now. Donlan throws it up. Goldstein ripped it down magnificently to Swallow. Swallow with a kick under pressure. It's going to come back. Trengove, long handball wide to Hartlett. Tried to sell a little bit of foot candy, didn't swallow it at all. Now Wingard and Swallow go at it.
A lot of numbers inside 50 here, as you'd expect, and it's going to be really tough for either team to get a nice clean clearance out of this one.
Well, Port Adelaide have got a wall up made of 4 players onto North Melbourne's 1 at the moment, so if they do win at North, it ain't going to really help them. And here's one of those 4, and there's another one, and he can go back to another one, and there's another one in the middle. That probably adds up to 5. But it was a significant wall, let's say that. But little acts like that help you break the opportunity. Thompson had the ball knocked away. Atley's got to go in and get it, and he does it nicely. Cunnington took too long, he's gone. That's a Brad Ebert special, and he'll line up directly in front as a result. And not without just a little chat in the ear either, Brad Ebert.
Yeah, what a great tackle. Perfect tackle.
Go in, short.
Game 150 tonight. Ebert with a big goal here to give Port an 8-point lead early in the last, and he nails it.
Great response. Great response, Port Adelaide. Great tackle and good finish. So each team has had a centre clearance each and scored a goal from it. I really think that's going to be the crucial part of this last quarter as we look down. Paddy Ryder and Big Goldie in the middle. Who can win this one?
So 3 goals to Brad Ebert. 20 possession game. Big 150th night for him. He'd love to cap it off with a win here in the final quarter. Ryder. Goldstein got over the top. Young was pushed off it by Cunnington. Able to hack it forward. The clearances have been important, but the setup was impressive. And Jonas had that one covered. That's a dangerous ball into the corridor. Ebert, as we said, kicked his 3rd goal. The last one of the game, he goes out wide, finds a teammate Out wide, and Pinard. It's Ollie Wines down there, Lingy, having a bit of a drama at the moment.
Yeah, just getting his wrist checked out. He came off very sore and he ran straight to the bench, so he knew something was wrong. I'll keep an eye on it for you guys.
Good work, Lingy. Oh, Trengo's kick. It gave an opportunity to Jacobs. What can Petrie do? Trengo's got a problem now. What can Nahas? If he can pick it up, he'll get around his tackle without the footy, was he? Play on's the call. Jonas got it to his mate Hobbs, took his eye off it. Brown puts a little bit of pressure on. Oh, well done, Lindsay Thomas. Spills back to Jonas. He just wants it out of there, but it's going to come back pretty quickly. Gibson's had a big night.
Bit of some great forward pressure from both teams here in this last quarter.
Gibson to Brown. You think Brown's probably just out of range, but nothing that surprises you with this young man. He puts it into that hot spot. Petrie didn't know about it. He went up, had a couple of bites, knocked away by Pinard. Third grab, will it be paid? Umpire said no. Nice smother by Boak off the boot. Just the one-hand expert there was Jared Waite. Now White just wants the boundary line. That'll do him. It didn't quite get there with the help, but it does now. And this is that wrist incident. We think it happened just there. You can see. That's why he's on the bench. By the way, matches against Hawthorn and Adelaide in the next 2 weeks, Port Adelaide. It is crucial for them to get a win. Otherwise, it'll be 0-3 start, and they'll be facing the Hawks and Adelaide. Here's Boak. Six minutes played. 8-point lead, Port. Still plenty of coaching left in this game. Goldstein tapped down. Pollack confronted by Swallow. Mitchell confronted by a couple. Bastanak centering ball. It's a 2-on-1 there. He did well, Homps. Held weight out of it.
Oh, Boak's on through the middle of the ground here.
He may have tested the umpire, and that's where it goes. Recho to Westhoff and Boak. Now on to Boak. He can kick it in front of Jay Schultz. He's got Thompson on the run. And a diving lunge by Schultz.
Great transition footy. Geez, in trouble, isn't he?
Yeah, we won't be seeing him tonight. I think is that the red vest he's got on there?
Yeah.
That is, BT. You're spot on. They've given him the red vest, so that doesn't look good for Ollie Wines. So it'll be the debutant, Brendan Archie, who's going to get his chance, the 21-year-old from South Fremantle. Great transition, though, by Port Adelaide. Fast ball movement sets up this shot at goal for Jay Schultz.
It's looking like a broken wrist to me.
He's in real pain.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Schultz has got 3. He is a very straight kick of the footy normally. Got a little close to the man on the mark there. Bends back. It's good. It's there. Schultz has got 4. They lead it by 14.
Terrific transition footy. Loose player back. Marks in the goal square. And just as quick as you like, Jay Schultz is having a shot at goal. They've been so good at that in this era of Ken Hinkley coaching. It's a great strength of theirs. They continue to run and attack. And they wear teams down with it. They never take the foot off the accelerator.
4 goals to Jay Schultz. Little celebration. He liked it. There's the other story. Ollie Wines cradling a wrist. Doesn't look as though that is going to be a positive story at all for that young man. Boomer Harvey, they need to respond here, the Kangaroos. They've got to get this clearance. It was Bastanak to Cunnington, back to Atley. Mason Wood took on the tackler. And now McDonald with the non-preferred right. Kane Turner gets up. Nice little step. He got around Wingard. Well, it's a hard footy for Atley to... Wrapped up by Westhoff. Boak. This is classic Port Adelaide on the rebound. Look at the runners. Crackett's out. He's got Wingard. Crackett says, I'll kick it. I'll do it myself. And he misses. So disappointing result.
Can North get some fast footy going from this kick in? Not a lot for Burrito there.
I mean, the handball was on to Wingard, but I thought Cracker had...
Probably should have kicked it, shouldn't he?
Yeah, he had the right idea in going on with it. It was no means selfish, that is for sure. Here is an opportunity for McDonald. Archie's into the game for Port with the absence of Wines, who looks like he's got a bad wrist problem. Now around the corner. Here's Cunnington. Gets the ball at half foot. Could have gone over the top to Gibson, but that was even better. And Lindsay Thomas stands. Thought about the play on, but go back because you are the man. And Thomas needs to drill it from 30 in front.
See, both teams have been able to get some good transition there. North from a kick in. How does Lindsay Thomas get on his own inside 50 like that? Bit of confusion, obviously, out on the ground for that to occur.
2 goals last week for Thomas. Has 1 here tonight. Lines up this one to bring it back to single figures. The margin. Thomas. Good kick. Pressure kick. North Melbourne back within 9.
Yeah, well described, BT. This is a man who had a horrible kicking yips, Richo, going back a couple of years, and he just looks more comfortable in himself. It's like his routine's better. That's a big pressure goal, and he nailed it.
He's done an awful amount of work on it, but it just shows you can go through a bad period like he did, but if you continue to work hard on it, it can eventually turn your way.
Well, look at the face of Ken Hinkley. He's just got that look of how much this game means. Likewise, Brad Scott. We're back in the centre. Clearances have been an enormous part, as they are most weeks. Ryder, Goldstein, Cunningham trying to muscle his way through. Harvey's had an impact, went down low, Boat getting involved to Gray. So the big names combine. They get it out to Pollock on his favoured left. Crack it down there. Schultz is on top of his man at the moment. He's just able to get some separation, and this is, well, within range, you would think, for Jay Schultz.
Yeah, he's just been able to find space tonight. Sydney was so good at blocking it up last night. He's enjoying having some grass to lead into.
Tough kick. He's got to aim it outside left post, but he doesn't even go for it.
Doesn't have a crack. He does the team thing. He centres it. Young's going to try and burst his way through. Good tackle from Goldstein, the big boy. Young farmed a little one out. Got it back to the first game of the debutant, Archie. He got wrapped up. What a game to make your debut in.
What a moment to make your debut in.
Brendan Archie couldn't get a game in the sandful at times last year. Now he finds himself right out under the pressure.
He's right in the middle of this furnace at the moment, Archie. Let's see how he performs. Monfries to Archie. Ball was smothered, so North Melbourne in the hunt. Brown's got it all to do with Alapati Carlisle. Did well to bring it to ground. Carlisle with a little knockdown of Pittard. Didn't bounce. Well done, Alapati. Little kick inside. Cut off. Port desperate. Ebert. North Melbourne equal to the task. Trying to bore a hole through. That was Gibson. White's holding. Umpire says we'll ball it up. Port by 9. Lots of time left. Exciting game of footy.
Goldstein looking Ryder, got right up over the top. This is an awkward bouncing footy, hard to defend off, and Schultz used the body well on Thompson. Ben Jacobs handball back. In comes Monfries. White circling. They want holding the footy.
Gee, Robbie Gray at that last stoppage was on his own, and he got the clearance. Got to man him up around this one here. He's so dangerous around these stoppages in the Port 50.
30 metres from Port's goal here, this stoppage, as Richo has described. Ryder there, knocked down. Wingard was lurking out the back. Boak was inside as usual. Here's Broadbent. Might be within his range. He's a very good kick of the footy. Not one player is leading, which is always a bit of a giveaway.
He'll make the journey from here, Broadbent. No problems at all. He's a sensational kick of the footy.
So man on the mark's at 48, so he's going to have to kick at 53. There's the task ahead. Big kick. Broadbent steps. It's online. It's all about the distance, and he's got that as well. 15-point Port lead.
He's filthy. The Port fans love it. Not sure what he's going on about there, the North supporter, but he's a passionate Kangaroo. Pretty confident his teammates were. No one led. Broadbent, who had a massive first quarter, died out of the game since then, but steps up at that moment, kicks a massive goal. He gave that everything. Gee, it was a high ball, but he knew it was home.
The drop was nice, wasn't it? Yeah. Really nice drop.
Westhoff in the ruck. Goldstein tried to flick it out the back. Here's the first gamer, Archie. Let it go for Gray. Gray got tackled. Incorrect disposal. Maybe looked like E, but good effort from Cunnington. The second one's been paid. The Kangaroo fans like it. I've got to get it moving quickly here. Cunnington releasing handball. This is Benny Jacobs back there. One-on-one. Petrie. Trengove.
Yeah, not many complaints there from Trengove.
Let's get a good look at it, Richo. A couple of these have gone the other way at the other end. We've seen Jay Schultz on the receiving end of a couple, maybe over the shoulder late. So the big dish, Drew Petrie.
I think it was for the holding of the arm, I reckon, Das.
Big moment for the Kangaroos veteran. He makes no mistake, Petrie. We're back to a margin of just 9 points.
Big kick, Drewy. He had a one-on-one contest, and we haven't seen him in that position many times tonight. Trengove had no help and gave away the free kick. And as these tight games wear on in fourth quarters, it can be the big key forwards that can win the game. With a big contested mark, can it be Petrie tonight?
9-point ball game. Port Adelaide. I won't say they're in control, but they're in front. 3 goals apiece here in this final quarter. Goldstein with a ripping knock out of the middle. The run by Cunnington. Tried the sneaky. Swallow gets a look. Kick slightly offline. Under pressure. 10 minutes precisely remain. And the margin is just 8 points, Das.
And they've got man on the defence here, Richo, on the kick-in, which is normally advantage the kick-in team, and that's exactly what happened there. Pittard was able to get free for Lindsay Thomas, then he tried to take Thomas on, he picked his pocket, Lindsay. Oh, Pittard's second ever tackle was enormous.
Gee, there's been some great tackling tonight.
Jasper Pittard, it was a great response. He mucked up the first one. Now Polak, he's going to take him on again. Can he get past Higgins? And Lapati's having a run through the middle of the ground. It'll favour Robbie Tarrant. Probably should have marked it. Stepping up there, McDonald back to Benny Jacobs, and Jacobs clearing kick to the one-on-one.
Got a bit of a mini wall out there at box 4. Port Adelaide players converged on 1 North, but they've done extremely well here, North Melbourne. Little handball, Higgins, he was looking for the give and go off Harvey. Now he's got to give it, and he won't be able to go. Jacobs, beautiful vision out the side there. Now Ferrito runs through centre half back. He's going to have to carry the ball. He does to centre half. Nahas dropped the mark he probably should have taken. Drew cleared the path for him. Broadbent wrapped him up in a double chicken wing, double bone tackle. It was a beauty. 9 minutes remain.
Look at this here. Drew Petrie coming out in the lead. Nahas going back. Drewy probably had to hold up on his lead there and pull Nahas in, which he probably did do.
There's some big moments to be had in this game. Plenty of time. Still just under 9 minutes remaining. We're going to get a secondary ball up here on the edge of 50. Look at the Port Adelaide players. They get back in number around the contest. A lot of instruction going on out there. Look for Lindsay Thomas. Swallow gets a run up at it. He had his mark and then found the footy to Higgins, who's kicked a lot of goals in his short career at the Kangaroos so far. That one across the face. Higgins couldn't get it online, but they do get another opportunity to build some pressure.
It's a good spot to defend from here too, Das. Even if Port Adelaide do win it, they'll probably kick it back to that North Melbourne wall. They might get another re-entry.
Goldstein, the double-handed flick over the back. Gray there, little handball off. Here they go, Jonas to Hartlett. Hartlett, a high ball, be very nearly out of bounds. Westhoff helped it. So just a chance here for the players to grab their breath. See the clearances here, 10-5 in this fourth quarter, North Melbourne's way. Crowd 22,586 here tonight. Should be more given the quality of this contest and the North Melbourne expectations. We are set for a cracking finish. Goldstein, Swallow through traffic. Ebert had him covered. Very quick hands out the back. Young involved. Now Hartlett. On the marks they go. Here's an opportunity at half. Ford went hard at it. McDonald didn't skirt the issue. Confronted by Cracker. Now they've got some wheels on the outside. It's the veteran Harvey. Little handball over the top. He wanted it back. Nahas. Chipping ball. Here's Waite. Long way from home. Dragging handball to right. He can go all the way here right. Gets to 50. Didn't really have a crack at it. Just wanted to get it to Thomas. He's been infringed by Mitchell. Thomas has got a free at the top of the square.
Yeah, Mitchell just panicked then. It was a great kick by Wright over the top to Lindsay Thomas. Mitchell was caught out of position badly, and he just panicked and impeded his run at the footy. Big kick now for Lindsay Thomas. He's kicked well all night. He's got to nail this one.
Thomas for his third goal to get the margin back to 2. Brad Scott liked what he saw there. Surely he kicks this. His new way has stood up to pressure, and it does just that. They're within 2 points, North Melbourne. They've kicked 3 of the last 4 goals. Thomas has 3.
Lindsay Thomas has got his 3rd goal. What about this play, Richo, from Luke McDonald? They were careering forward at half-back. In only his 26th game, Luke McDonald, he went back, he committed his body. It was a massive moment. If the Kangaroos are to get up, have a look at that. He had cracker bearing down. The build up to that, it was a 40-metre run in. He wins a 50-50 ball. They go down the other end and score a goal. Massive play, young Luke McDonald.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding. And there's been some huge wins in one-on-ones by both teams tonight. It's been a committed game. We've seen a lot of carnage down on the bench, BT.
Yeah, I've been happy to get Paddy Ryder back on the ground, and Goldstein, they renew hostilities. Free kicks been picked out.
One-on-ones in each forward 50 now. The loose man's been given up by both sides at that bounce.
So Ryan Bastinaki was dropped after round 1. Feel like it's a big night for him. No Nick Dal Santo out for a long period of time. Ben Brown gives a contest. Look at them smash in. Mason Wood was there. Brown tried to pick it up at ground level. Lindsay Thomas comes through. He's kicked 3. Can he make it 4? Lindsay Thomas can. Kangaroos hit the front. What a goal for Lindsay Thomas. He picked it up cleanly. North Melbourne fans go berserk. And he has done a fantastic bit of play there, Richo.
Yeah, have a look at this. Big contest. Thomas comes through. One hand, taps it out in front. Brilliant stuff. That's what he's there for. He's a small forward. You've got to get the job done at ground level, and that's what he's done.
He's got 4. The crowd rise in voice here at Etihad Stadium. They are in front, the Roos, by 4 points. Still lots of time. 7 minutes. Ryder with a knockdown. Quick little clearance out the middle here. Goes Port's way to their attacking 50. Ran over the top of their Archie. Frito went back and got it. Couldn't quite reel it in, Gibson, but Wright's got some wheels. Took a bounce on the wing. Here he goes with his non-preferred. Petrie was there. Did well, Westhoff. 3rd man up in the contest to help Alapati Carlisle. And it was well done. North have got it at their end. Boundary throw in. They have kicked 4 of the last 5 and got the last 3 in a row. And they lead by just 4. Swallow to Gibson. Very tight on the boundary.
Well, they've got it done out of the centre tonight in this last quarter. 6-3. The centre clearances. Up until that point, Port had the advantage all night, but in this crucial last quarter, North are getting first use.
Huge 6.5 minutes coming up to finish this game. Port Adelaide yet to register a win. That'll be a free kick going the Kangaroos' way. He's been really big in a couple of massive moments, has McDonald. Normally a good left foot kick, decides to drive it long. Where are the big boys? Brown's down there. Out the back, Mason Wood's going to pick it up. Get on his left foot, which will it bounce just to the near side. Margin out to 5 points.
Port would love a quick play here, but the ball's been held up. North have got them covered. Can Port find an outlet?
Well, with 6 minutes to go, it's obvious that they've got to do something, not necessarily quickly. They've still got composure as their main item up their sleeve, and they need to have that here. Monfries from the wing. Chips inside. Gee, it's a risky kick, but it's a great kick.
Don't you love that? Tight game last quarter, and they still play bold footy, BT.
Absolutely.
But North Melbourne have defended well at the moment. They've allowed the switch, though, and if Port Adelaide can get the overlap, they'll be right now.
Well, it's in the hands of Broadbent now. Here's the kick to Mitchell. It's really precise. Mitchell marks out of range. Wants someone to come at him. Boat does. He ignores that. There's the picture. You can see it all. High ball, shoots the danger. Ryder in front.
Great mark.
Ryder from 25 on the angle.
Big time for Paddy Ryder to stand up. They had nothing else here. They needed a contested mark, and he's made Goldstein defend. Got to love that.
Schultz did well to get a body on Goldstein as well, which helped Ryder secure the footy. Big time kick here. This to put Port back in front. There is the very confronting task. Ryder steps to the plate. Big moment. Misses left. 4-point margin in favour of North. Lots of time. 4.5 minutes.
Oh, you got to love the play from Ryder, pushing Goldstein to the goal square. He's a goal-kicking ruckman. Be disappointed with the finish, though. The Kangaroos through Benny Jacobs. Long searching kick out to Wade. Hasn't been his night tonight. Paddy Carlisle picked it up off his toes. Got it moving forward. Getting back defensively. Gibson letting possession gather on the ground for most of tonight. He's up to 28. Swallows got 30. So you can just feel the tension under the closed roof here at Adelaide Stadium. Trengove taking a turn in the ruck. Well done, Robbie Gray. This is the first game, Marachi. Clever play. He got it out to Young back in the side. Young will kick a goal and give the Power the lead back. That's exactly what he does. Power half back in front. They lead it by 2 points.
Massive clearance by Robbie Gray again. And if we get a look at it, he was able to get a run on it. He shouldn't be allowed that. He had to be bodied up there, Robbie Gray. He was allowed to run forward towards the goals without any hindrance on him, and it was his clearance. Look at this, no body on Robbie Gray.
And what about the combination? There is a man on debut, Archie. This man's back in the side, Young. They made changes, and they are rewarded. What a contest this is.
Port by 2 points, down to 4 minutes.
They've stacked their back line now, Lingy down there, Port Adelaide.
They certainly have. They've got some numbers back. Let's see how North Melbourne handle it. They just need to keep playing the way they've been doing, but that's costly. Free kick from the centre bounce. Port Adelaide will try and control the ball from here. North have got to make them kick long to a contest.
A long time, Lingy, to be doing that, isn't it? 4 minutes.
Yeah, but if they can take a minute or so off the clock here, it makes it very difficult. But you're right, they're going to get an opportunity, North Melbourne, to win it back.
Trengove didn't want to test himself inside, went down the line as he should, played within his capabilities. An opportunity here now. Schultz is lurking. Well done out the back door. Higgins did the hard work. Wingard knocked it down magnificently to Archie. Tumbled it inside 50. Here they go. McDonald under extreme pressure. So is Jacobs. They all are. Back to McDonald. He got absolutely flattened. McDonald. It's a down the field free.
Got one-on-ones forward of the footy. North got to get it moving quick here.
3.25 minutes. Port by 2. Brown goes searching for Wade. Wade elevates over the top. And now Port will get possession. They need a mark here if they can for them to hold it up. Westhoff's hurt his knee in that contest, and Brown's got it. I tell you what, Wade shouldn't be trying to help Westhoff off. He should be getting forward to win the footy. What's he doing? Jacobs in half back.
Gets it to Ferrito. They're going to try and overlap this one through the corridor. Atley's got speed. Hands it over the top. This is the young boy Kane Turner looking for Petrie. No free kick. The numbers back there. Ryder sweeping handball and a bit of composure. Pollock took Thomas on. Now a chance for Swallow. Back to Pollock. They're being forced backwards. Pittard's handball. Set a bit of a task to Hartlett. A short one is on. And Kane Mitchell, another of the inclusions tonight. He is just going to hang on to it to just over 2 minutes remaining. Kicks into the man on the mark, which way will it bounce? Favourably for Broadbent. They keep it in their forward half of the ground, the Kangaroos.
Gee, both these teams are out on their feet right now. Players on the bench are tired. Players out on the ground are tired. It's whoever can hold on the longest. It's been a fast-paced game. Everyone is tired.
Ball almost in neutral territory on the wing. Ferrito just muscles it inside 50 for the Roos. Waits there. Thomas was lurking dangerously around the front. Spills to Wood on his left foot. Missed the lot. Out of bounds, so this is a chance. North need to man up really quickly here.
Port need to get a switch here, BT. They don't want to go down the line. They want to try and keep possession.
Look at the kick inside. It's gutsy.
Great kick.
Ebert marks half back. There's no need for them to go fast if they don't wish. Monfrey's wanting the ball right out this side of the ground. You can almost see him.
North have got to come down and get one-on-one because they've got loose players behind the footy. They can hold on to it now, Port.
Port by 2 points, a minute 43. It's all or nothing here right now. How good are Port at retaining the footy? They would have practiced this in the pre-season with only minutes left in the game to try and milk the clock. Here's Polak, real handball to himself, hoping for the boundary line, and Wingard just steadies it over. So they've worked it to the half forward.
Time for a hero here. Kangaroos, they've got to score. They'll flick it out the back. Goldstein and Ryder, we've seen them head-to-head all night. Goldstein takes front position. Ryder gets in front. Oh, Robbie Gray's been magnificent. He wins the clearance, hacks it forward. This will suit Port. They get back. McDonald's had some big plays. He's the first one back. They've got to keep it in. Schultz tries to corral the footy. Jacobs comes in. Now he gets it moving to Boak. Can the skipper get it? Boot to ball to Monfrey's chipping footy. Ah, big play. Finds Mitchell. Brad Scott can't believe it. And now a lot rests on this man's shoulders. Kane Mitchell, 24th game of AFL football, never had a bigger moment.
Absolutely. If he kicks a point, North Melbourne will have possession and a chance to go coast to coast to win the game. If he kicks it, Port will win the game.
Young boy from Western Australia. He's a passionate origami expert, apparently. This is his biggest kick of his life. And Kane Mitchell kicks it. The power leader by 8 points. We've got 26 seconds. That might be the game right there.
Great kick under extreme pressure. But once again, it was a Robbie Gray clearance on the outer half-forward flank, which got the ball inside 50, which gave them this opportunity.
Pressure kick.
Great drop.
Bit of a straight drop, Bristle. You like that.
Nice.
Now they've got to score twice in 30 seconds.
Well,
big task.
It's got to be pretty nearly perfect footy from here for North. Bang out of the middle, inside 50, mark goal, stop clock, and go back and then hope for a prayer at the end. Port Adelaide may have done enough. 8 points up with half a minute remaining. Have North got one last blast in them? Goldstein over the back to Swallow. Here they go. Couldn't get it clear. Great tackle by Gray. He realised the significance of that tackle. And have a look at the Port Adelaide numbers back here. Ball up in the middle. Big punch by Wright. They work it forward. Mitch. Look at Ferrito. He's tackling a couple of them. I reckon the Port players were tackling each other as well. And Port are going to win their first game of the year here. Port are going to win. A lot of pressure. They play Hawthorn next week. Goldstein out the back, but it's all over. 5 seconds and counting here. Thompson goes long with the torp. Port have won in an absolute thriller over North Melbourne by 8 points.